Okay, it's April. We've had a pretty rough spring, but today it's trying to be nice. And tomorrow they're talking 70-degree weather. So we went from freezing to 70 in no time. So what I'm going to do is going to go down and do some tilling. So I thought I would take a video of hooking up the tiller and then maybe a little bit of the dirt play. I thought I would start here with this front bumper. I think on one of my original YouTube videos I said that it came with a weight bracket. Well, it doesn't. The standard bumper is not a weight bracket. So you have to go buy this thing right here, and it's about $50 or $55. And I had trouble installing it because the holes are supposed to be threaded and they weren't threaded. Now, John Deere sent self-tapping bolts, but the bolts weren't heavy enough to tap the 1/4-inch steel. So I took it down to my John Deere dealership and they had a tap and die set. They tapped the threads for me and I have it installed, and that's where the suitcase weights go on there to counterbalance the weight of the tiller on the back. The tiller is in here. So this is the tiller, and this thing weighs a lot. It's real heavy, but the thing I was going to point out to you is that pin right there, that holds the tiller up in an upright lock position, which allows you to roll it around almost like a wheelbarrow. So see these little wheels right here. So you can like use this part of the frame as the handle to lift it and roll it around. And then when you're done, you're supposed to take those wheels off and put them on that pin there. So you take the wheels off the bottom and move them up here out of the way while you're using the tiller on the tractor. Alright, so I'm going to set the camera on the tripod and see if I can get this out of here by myself. I put it in there by myself. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I got it out of there. Now what I gotta do is I have to pull this pin right there, and that will release the subframe from the tiller and allow the subframe to go up and down, and then which will allow that, see how that's kind of sticking up off the ground, that'll then lay flat on the ground and I can back over it with the tractor and hook the tractor up. Those those notches there, they hook in the back of the tractor, and those little clips there, they hook to some bushings and bolts on the frame of the tractor, like in the middle underneath. And then of course that belt goes over the engine pulley. So let me see if I can get that all done. That comes off and goes on there. pull this thing out. I'm gonna have to probably put the camera down. Like that. Okay. So something like that. Now what you do is you get it close like that, and then you grab a hold of here, and it'll actually hinge right here, and that'll allow you to lift this up and put these right on that pin right there. Okay, so I got the back hooked up, and then using hydraulics I lift the tiller, and that pulls the front of this up, and you can see there's like a little dimple. Well, maybe you can't see that. Oh shit, there's like a little dimple there, so you can see there's a little dimple here. And then this, and it's going to be hard to show you because of the mower arm, the mowing arm, and I'm holding the camera. But this now clip there, I got it, slides in there, and the pin and goes through this hole to hold that clip. On the bolt. That happens on both sides. Okay, so I'm on the other side of the tractor, and you can see that there's a bolt with the clip that slides in, and then you put this pin and washer and ring on, and that's what holds the front of the front of the subframe on the tractor. So now we have the belt, and the belt goes up here to the pulley of the engine. And the thing here is you want to take your time putting this on and make sure that it's not twisted. But there's a tightener here on a spring. You just push that over to give you some room on the belt to work with as you slip it over, but you want to spend some time and slow down here putting that on because you don't want that to be twisted. Alright, so I'm going to do that now. Alright, so there I got it, and the belt's flat on that side.